if you're following along, I'm going to close this PowerPoint presentation and go to our Google Classroom. So I do that like this. I go to Classroom. So fourth graders, if you haven't signed up yet, this is the code VCD5QMQ. Make sure you use your LAUSD email to sign in, and also use the same password as you would use with your LAUSD account. All right, so for fourth graders, I'm going to be reading this passage with you. So if you're a fifth grader or a sixth grader, you can go ahead and fast forward this part and look for the part where I am reading your passage. All right, fourth graders, I'm going to read along with you. The bakery. Light crept through the bedroom window and woke Josh up. At first, he was a bit disoriented and did not recognize the room, but he quickly remembered where he was. Yesterday had been moving day, and this was his new home. Let me make this bigger so you can see better. Today, I'll explore my neighborhood, and with any luck, I'll make some friends, he said to himself. Josh jumped out of bed and pushed open the window. He stretched and took a long, deep breath, and that's when he noticed it. The air was filled with the most wonderful aroma. I've got to find out where that incredibly delicious smell is coming from, exclaimed Josh as he threw on his clothes and ran down the stairs. In the kitchen, his stepmother and dad were conversing about their plans for the day over breakfast. Did you notice that wonderful aroma? His stepmother asked. Absolutely, replied Josh, and I'm going to investigate where it's coming from as soon as I finish breakfast. That's not necessary, Dad said, because I can tell you it's the smell of fresh bread from a nearby bakery. In fact, I bought these breakfast muffins there just a little while ago. You should stop by and introduce yourself. Mr. Lee, the baker, really wants you to meet his son. After he had devoured his breakfast, Josh ambled down the sidewalk toward the bakery. He found it at the corner where his street intersected the main road. Inside the bakery, Josh saw a counter where loaves of bread were stacked alongside muffins, cookies, and sweet rolls. They all smelled and looked mouth-wateringly delicious. Mr. Lee came out and welcomed Josh to the bakery. After they chatted for a while, he introduced Josh to Lee Young, his son. The two boys began talking and soon found they had many things in common. Lee Young offered to show Josh around the neighborhood, and they spent the morning roaming around together. Josh headed home for lunch with a good feeling. He had indeed made a new friend, and what could be better than waking up each day to the smell of fresh baked bread? He couldn't wait to learn more about his new neighborhood and meet more friends. So fourth graders, you can go ahead and stop the video here, but practice this again on your own. You can time yourself 1 minute and see how far you can go within 1 minute. All right, good luck. All right, fifth graders, your turn. So for fifth graders, this is your passage. Your passage is titled High-Speed Trains. Every day, in places around the world, special trains called high-speed trains travel between cities at amazingly fast speeds. Passengers everywhere seem to love the ride these trains provide. Adam Lee, a teacher, recently rode a high-speed train in France. I felt as if I was gliding along on a sheet of ice, he reported. One type of high-speed train was first introduced in Japan about 40 years ago. The train is low to the ground, and its nose looks somewhat like the nose of a jet. Because of its sleek design, the train is called a bullet train. Early bullet trains provided the first passenger service that moved at a speed of 100 miles per hour. Today, bullet trains are even faster, traveling at speeds of almost 200 miles per hour. There are many reasons that high-speed trains are popular. For one thing, the trains have excellent safety records. In Japan, 3 billion passengers have ridden on bullet trains, and yet not one person has ever been injured. In addition, high-speed trains do not use as much fuel as other forms of transportation. They are powered by electricity that comes from a wire running above the train. As a result, they burn less fuel than older trains and jets. Another reason that high-speed trains are popular is their comfort. Passengers sit in wide, comfortable seats and watch the passing view from wide windows. In some trains, these happy customers are even served food and drinks. Experts are using technology to design ever faster, high-speed trains. One of the newest types makes use of magnets in the train. One of the newest types makes use of magnets in the train tracks. The magnets turn on and off rapidly, causing the train to float above the tracks. One train of this type can travel more than 13 miles in just 7 minutes. In the future, high-speed trains will no doubt be even faster than they are today. In the meantime, if you ever have a chance to ride a high-speed train, don't hesitate for a second. You may just miss your chance. All right, fifth graders, I'd like for you to go ahead and stop the video here and try reading this passage on your own by clicking this link. If you haven't signed up to our Google Classroom, this is our code, UCYC5B5. You have to use your LAUSD account and password. All right, good luck, fifth graders. Sixth graders, this is your passage. Sixth graders, if you have not yet signed up for our Google Classroom, this is the class code, EEODSC7. You have to use your LAUSD account to access this, your LAUSD email. So, sixth graders, this is your passage. Another kind of water safety. Read along with me. Suppose you're hiking with friends on a hot summer day, and you come to a sparkling stream of clear, cool water. The water in the stream looks so inviting, and you suddenly realize that you're thirsty. Should you take a drink from the stream? The answer is as clear as the stream water. Don't drink it. Most fresh water isn't safe to drink, even if it looks pure. Most mountain and forest water contains microorganisms, tiny living things that you can't see but that can make you sick. Your safety is optimized if you take your own water with you on outdoor adventures. If you can't carry all the purified water you'll need, though, you have some viable alternatives. You can boil fresh water to make it safe to drink. Boiling kills the harmful microorganisms, but it may not remove all toxins or dangerous chemicals from the water. It also requires that you carry heavy equipment, such as a pot, a stove, and fuel. You can also take along chemicals that kill germs in water. These chemicals make the water safe to drink, but they often give it a bad taste. Another method for purifying fresh water is to use filters, but experts caution people to choose carefully since not all filters make water absolutely safe to drink. If you find yourself running out of water, you can conserve your inner water by staying out of direct sunlight, by covering your skin so that you don't lose as much water through perspiration, and by wearing a hat. Don't eat salty snacks because these will increase your thirst. In an emergency, if you have to drink untreated water, avoid water that is near shores. Drink from an upstream source of Water. If one is available, and beware of shallow water or water that has a bad odor. If you develop a stomach ache a few days or weeks after drinking untreated water, visit a doctor to find out if you caught a disease from drinking contaminated water. All right, sixth graders, I'd like for you to go ahead and stop the video here, but I'd like for you to also practice reading this passage again. Try timing yourself in a minute or just rereading it and noting which words are giving you a hard time. Good luck. Hopefully this was a helpful video and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.